My uncle tells this story often, so I told him I would put it on Reddit for him. My uncle owns about 1,000 acres of land in Utah. He built his own house there in the 80s and has a small farm where he grows onions and corn. He also has horses, donkeys, and chickens on the other side of his property. There is also a small mine from the 1900s on that side of the property that sits about 100 meters up a slope right next to the barn and coops for the animals. In 1995, my uncle was removing a dilapidated building that was next to the mine. He was dragging big planks of wood down to the barn area to burn later. On one of his trips, he decided to take a break, so started walking down the slope empty-handed. He heard a noise from behind him and saw a mountain lion was running right for him. He managed to run down the slope a bit and was close to the barn when the lion jumped on him. It was only on top of him briefly, however, because one of his donkeys named Paco came running over and trampled the lion off of him and started fighting him. The donkey beat the hell out of the lion and was stomping it long after it was dead. My uncle drove himself to the nearest hospital, which was almost a 2-hour drive, and had to get stitches on his back and neck. Miraculously, he only had a few deep cuts, but was pretty much okay. He still has scars on his back from where the lion's claws ripped him up. After that, he would give Paco champagne or wine sometimes while feeding him. He tells that story every Thanksgiving or any time we visit his house.